So guys, I thought that I would be able to record this video tomorrow, and now it turns out that I have a thing to do and I no longer can do that, so this is going to be pretty ill-prepared. So one of the things that I've wanted to talk about from the last couple of weeks is a little thing about YouTube etiquette, and by extension just sort of etiquette at large in life. I uploaded a video about a month ago now in which I opened my last ever horror blog. For those of you who haven't seen it, there'll hopefully be an annotation somewhere. I'm pretty bad at the whole annotations thing. Now bear in mind, this is mainly 14-year-olds who haven't been raised properly who've been saying this, so I've not taken these kind of comments to heart. I must have got about 5 or 6 different comments about how, oh, I wasn't a proper horror fan and I didn't have the right to say the things that I had said. Point in fact, I have a right to say pretty much whatever I like. I set a limit, however, at saying things that will deliberately upset people. There is a general rule in life to watch what you say, and the reason why you are supposed to obey this rule is because saying nasty things to people isn't very nice, particularly when it is just blatantly, completely and totally undeserved. If you have an opinion on something, and somebody else has an opinion on something, and these two opinions do not coincide with one another, it is not okay to just go and start bashing the other person because they have opinions that is different from you. I had it again in another video, one that I made well over a year ago now. It was as part of the Doctor Who 50th anniversary celebrations, and it was a video where I defended Colin Baker's run as Doctor Who. And there was someone who commented that Colin Baker played a bit of a dick, of a character. And this other person took this completely out of context and thought that it was a slur against Colin Baker and decided to start insulting this person. So I jumped in and I was just like, hey, that's against the rules of my channel, don't be a dick, please apologise to this person. There are times where you have to pull people up, and in order to do it, it is sometimes most effective to do it particularly cuttingly, but if it's making a point and it's making a valid and relevant point, that can be defensible. I'm not necessarily saying it's right, but it can be defensible. West Wing is a very good example of this. Trying to bring this back onto the whole YouTube thing, actually, I want to kind of lay down some ground rules. Now, I was supposed to have written them down, but I've not. Rule number 1, always comment politely. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. YouTube is littered, fucking littered, with people being absolute 24-carat pricks. Other YouTubers put up with this. I don't. So that brings me on to number 2. Know when you're wrong. If you've said something in a comment or something like that, and you acknowledge that it was completely and totally wrong, and you apologise for it, or you show some kind of human decency or remorse towards it, that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, what you've said before is nullified by the fact that you've gone back and said, yeah, that wasn't okay. Rule number 3, don't ostracize another person's opinion purely because it doesn't match your own opinion. We kind of covered this already. Learn to debate, basically, is what I'm going on with here. I encourage people to debate because both sides end up learning something. They end up learning something about another person's opinion, and they end up learning about just how different people have different views of the world. Different people's views of the world are things to be respected, they're things to be cherished. Life would be really boring if we all thought exactly the same thing. It's like the dress, actually. Some people see it as black and blue, some people see it as white and gold, and this is as philosophical as this fucking dress is ever gonna get, but I'm gonna try and fucking run with it. Rule number 4, and this is more a rule for me rather than you guys. If you commence being a prick on this channel, I will take extremely harsh actions towards you, just so you're aware. Whilst I can be a very nice and caring and lovely person, and I give out cake and things, I also don't put up with bullshit. All the people that have commented nasty things on that video don't have accounts anymore. Moving swiftly on. So, this week, comment down below if there is ever anything that you have gotten into an argument with on a topic that you felt passionately about, and you've ever sort of regretted getting into that argument later. That's more of a discussion point, really, isn't it, than a comment on whether you learnt the shirt or not, you know, educate. I'm gonna start using the word education, it's not educational, but it's trying. I mean, I'm trying, to be fair, so I'm frequently told. Mohammed, do you have anything to bring to this discussion? No? You tried. So, I'll sign off by saying, see you next Saturday. Thanks for watching. I need help. This is my Saturday off, and after a 49-hour week, I thought I'd treat myself. So, a banana latte and a slice of cake seems just the thing. I also bought some new boots, and this guy. I think I'm going through a hot chocolate phase. Don't judge. If anyone wants to ship us, by the way, please don't. I don't have Tumblr, I wouldn't get the benefit.